Wedbush's Dan Ives making the case that Apple is the biggest winner to come out of the US-China trade truce, writing the following: we believe a resolution to the China tariff situation could add between $20 to $25 per share to Apple's stock over the coming months. This would take away the dark cloud currently shadowing the stock. Dan Ives with an outperform rating and $235 price target on shares of Apple, joining us around the table. So Dan, expand on that just for a little bit more for us.
I mean, they're the poster child for the US-China UFC battle. And if you look both on the supply as well as on the demand side, and in our opinion, the tariffs with that potentially off the table, that's key to what was going to ultimately be what I think right now the street's speaking about $2 of EPS being wiped away from Apple from China headwinds. That's really at the crux. Obviously, on the demand issue, you're going to see, just like this morning, some peers yelling fire in a crowd theater. In our opinion, that's going to be barks worse than a bite. We would be buying Apple here as we continue to think the China demand story is intact.
What do you think of this, Krishna?
Well, I think the likelihood that Chinese or technology companies serving the Chinese market are, I think that's a good call. The trade issue, however, doesn't go away. I think from a macro standpoint, our expectation is that we don't impose any further tariffs. And if that is the case, then we declare victory and the market moves higher. So
Dan, something I think a lot of people struggle with and maybe is a little bit more difficult to quantify. Is there a boycott right now of US product and Apple product in China more specifically that the truce over the weekend won't address?
Yeah, I mean, the pictures of people throwing iPhones in the streets and burning them, I think that continues to be the conspiracy theory. Ultimately, it comes down to 60 to 70 million iPhones are coming out for an upgrade in the next 12 to 18 months. We continue to think that not just this quarter, but that remains intact. Is there a sort of anti-Apple, pro-Huawei, pro-nationalistic on the edges? But we haven't seen any drastic sort of issues that make us any less bullish on our China thesis for Apple.
Steve?
Yeah, look, I think if you can get trade off the front burner, then what becomes apparent is you're up for the 5G cycle in 2020, which, you're not just moving a home button or getting rid of a home button. Your phone's going to be materially faster in terms of its connection to the internet. That's a big upgrade cycle, and if the market can focus on that, it's got to be good for the industry and the stock in general.